Good day, everyone. So, welcome to our next session in the topic development of tool for classroom-based assessment. As a review, last time we discussed about the uh, three phases of test construction. First, we have the planning phase, test design, and construction phase. And this time we're going to have the reviewing phase. So, after we have planned it out, we have design it, and this time we cannot yet administer the test unless we are going to review. Okay, so ano ang mga dapat natin himuon when we are going to review the test instrument? Okay, so the reviewing phase. The items in the test are examined in terms of their validity and usability. So, valid, usable. Meaning, may duwa kitang ginatanaw when we are going to uh, review the test that we have constructed. So test will then be administered to a sample group for reliability testing. The initial results will be subjected to an item analysis to determine the discrimination and difficulty indices of the test before it will be rolled out to the actual participants. So hindi po siningon nga natapos na nato ng aton exam, ang aton nga test, aton national teacher-made test, pwede na nato dayon ihatag sa estudyante. No, we have to review it first and we are going to determine the validity and usability of this instrument. What do we mean by validating the test? This is done by checking on the relevance, appropriateness, and meaningfulness of the test to the purpose it claims to serve. So, this is an imperative requirement for the accurate application and interpretation of the test. So, kinahanglan naton nga ipa-validate para mabalaan naton nga ini nga test para gidya sa amo sina. Appropriate gid siya, kag meaningful ang iyang pagkandak, kag ang iyang construction. So, ano ang mga types of validation? So, first we have content validity. So when we talk about content, it talks about what is in the examination or what is in the assessment instrument. So content validity establishes the relevance and representativeness of the assessment instrument of the behavior or targeted construct that it is designed to measure. It also answers the question, is the test completely a representation of what it desires to measure? So this form of validation assesses the quality of items on a test. So gina-assess naton ang kalidad sang content sang exam nga aton ginhimo. And of course, when we are going to validate, we are not the one making it because it may subject for bias. That's why we are going to look for somebody who is expert. We can ask expert to review the test item or judgmentally in reference to the learning outcomes or instructional objectives. So, pwede kita ayo sa aton nga mga co-teachers kung maghimo kita sa exam, let them scrutinize judgmentally the instrument that you've made if they based on the objectives and based on the outcomes set, no? Example sa science subject na siya, ang inyong division nagaset na siya sang standard instructional objectives sa kada topic kag amo nang ihatag mo sa iya to check when we are going to apply that in a research. Usually when we are going to ask somebody to validate the instrument, we are also giving the objectives to the expert or to the person whom you want to scrutinize your papers. So it means that in a test, it also needs the outcomes or it also needs the instructional objectives for the researcher to counter check, no? Tan-awon niya kung ano ginset dito sa standard kag kung ano ang mga content nga gimbutang nimo sa questions. So it means that mabalaan gid sang isa ka expert or sang isa ka teacher nga ini daw kulang ang imong item questions para sa amo sini nga topic. Though wala ka diya kabutang sa amo nga topic or wala ka kabutang sa amo nga questions para sa amo nga objectives. So it means nga mabalaan ginada kay kung anong ginset sa objectives dapat may ara ka nga questions nga na parte ni sir para sa amo sina nga topic. Okay? So hindi ka mo ma-confuse kung paano na siya imuon when you're going to ask somebody to help check the content validity of your instrument gaano man siya sang objective or instructional objectives. So the preparation of our table of specification or the TOS before test construction strengthens the content validity of the test. So ginset na ang TOS naton during the planning phase. So it is really important nga may gamiton ta sa aton nga pag-construct sang test kag to check man sang validity sa aton nga instrument. Kuwaon ta to kag tanawon kung ining kada item nakon naga-correspond sa ano nga topic or sa ano nga objective. It means nga makita mo dira kung ay ang objective to nga tatlo wala gid ko kagamit sa to kay wala gid ko questions para dito. So amo na siya ka importante sang content validity. The second type of validity is what we call criterion related validity. So from the word criteria, it has a standard nga ginatan-awa naton when we are going to make our examination, we are comparing it to a standard. Sometimes a standard is an instrument that is already validated, is already measured and determined its consistency. So kung gina-compare nato example ang Science National Achievement Test, gina-compare naton sa atong self-made instrument or self-made questions. So amo na siya ang criterion related validity. So this measures how well scores on one measure relate to or predict scores on theoretically similar measures. It addresses the questions: do the results from a test correspond to a different test of the same thing? Just like, for example, the scores obtained by the students in the teacher-made and standardized reading test indicate similar levels of performance. It means that the criterion and your self-made instrument has a relation, meaning similarity. May ara sila sang kapareha. May ara nga pwede natin ma-compare ang aton nga instrument. That is what we call criterion related validity. So ang levels ng performance are the same and therefore pareho na siya nga mapwede naton magamit kay do na standardize as we observe based on the criteria that we used. So there are two types of criterion related validity type. Number one is concurrent validity. Concurrent validity or concurrent means occurring or existing side by side. In this form of validation, the criterion and predictive data are collected simultaneously. Hence, you can estimate individual performance on different tests at approximately the same time. So, pwede kaya ka-determine sang performance ng bata at the same time using different instrument. This test is best to use when you want to diagnose the student's current criterion status according to Gabuyo 2012. Just like, for example, a teacher gives his or her students a test designed to measure language ability. So, ang teacher nakatag sang test in a language ability. The scores the students will obtain on a test can compared with the test scores in a recognized and duly validated test tool already held or kept by the school. Meaning, kadua mag-conduct sang test. Ang una nga pag-conduct sang test nga ginkuha sa mga bata is gingamit ang instrument nga standardized at that time. Dason, ginkuha karon subong ang ation ang tagaan sa examination kag ang gingamit nga instrument ang test instrument nga ginhimo ni teacher. And thus, the scores in the teacher-made test can be correlated with the scores in the validated test tools using a statistical formula such as pwede natong gamiton ang Pearson product moment coefficient of correlation to estimate its o to establish its validity. So pwede nato matan-aw ang ilang ginatawag nga uh, correlation in terms of their scores. So kung amo ning scores ang bata sa validated nga instrument, kag subong amo ning scores ang bata sa wala na validated nga instrument, anong kinalain sang scores nila karon. So pwede na sa nato makorelate. Okay? So amo na sang natawag nga concurrent validity at the time, during the time or present time, current time. Performance ang bata subong. So pwede nato na ma-compare. Okay? The next type of concurrent validity is what we call predictive validity. Kung kaginaya concurrent at the time, during the time, no? Subong niya predictive. So what do you expect? This approach of criterion validity utilizes the student's current test result to estimate his or her performance on some criterion measure administered at some point in the future. So, meaning, may ara sa subong nga exam, kag i-project ang iyang performance or a score niya in the future. This is determined by doing correlational regression or path analysis in which the coefficient between the test of interest and criterion assessment serves as an index measure. So example, the SAT or ACT scores of higher education institutions are used to predict students' potential to succeed in their chosen career in the college. So kita ga ara ka mo may ara ka mo ginakuha nga SAT or examination. So pwede na sa magamit as a reference no to project and to predict the performance of the student in the future. So ang ginatawag naman na nga test naman sina is the predictive validity or measuring the validity of an instrument that will be used in the future. Okay? The next, the third type of validity is what we call construct validity. From the word construct, it is different from concurrent or current, and it is different from content validity. So this type of validity determines how well a test measures what it is designed to measure. So construct ginaya how well, ang term is how well. So meaning we are measuring the theoretical. It is the ability of an assessment tool to measure a theoretical or unobservable variable quality that it claims to test. So may mga instrument nga kinahanglan naton i-measure nga naga-claim siya nga may ara sila sang relasyon pero kinahanglan naton mabal-an using the construct validity. Is the test constructed in a way that it successfully tests what it claims to test? So, isang mambal ka naga-measure sa sang iyang thinking ability pero paano mabalaan nga naga-measure gisa sang thinking ability sa bata? Example, language ability. Example, numeracy. So, kinahanglan mabalaan naton kung ina nga instrument really measures what it intend to measure. Kung naga-measure sa sang IQ, kinahanglan ang content kag ang pag-construct sina is really designed to measure the IQ level of the student. So, ang mga assessment instrument, lain-lain na siya. So, before na siya i-establish, tawgon nga amo sina nga design, so kinahanglan sa anay maagi sa different types of validation. So, is the test constructed in a way that it successfully tests what it claims to test? So, usually, amo nang pamangkot sa construct validity. Does the test measure the concept or construct that it is intended to measure? So, amo na siya ang example sa construct validity. So, may ara duwa ka klase naman sa construct validity. Tinatawag na sa convergent validity. Ang isa It means establishes that a test has a high level of correlation with another test that measures the same construct. So, example, if the instrument that measures self-concept and self-worth yields scores that are close enough or with a high level of correlation. So kung ara sila nga scores gin-measure nato na abi ang ilang convergent validity, ang ilang validity construct validity, and it shows that it has a high level of correlation, may correlation meaning two, may relation sila nga duwa, then that means the two measures converge. Nagaangot sila nga duwa. The result indicating a high level of correlation between two tests underpins their validity. So, naga-converge sila. Nag-establish sila sang high level of correlation with another. So, it means that the self-concept is related with self-worth. Kung may concept kasi imo kaugalingon, kung kilala mo imo kaugalingon, nabalaan mo kung ano imo kaugalingon, may ara ka man sang pagtipig sa imo kaugalingon or self-worth. So, mo siningon, related gid sila nga duha. So, amo nang convergent validity kon ang ilang scores lang nag are close enough. May ara sila sang high level of correlation, di ma-conclude naton that self-concept is related to self-worth. Kung may ara ka, example, sa persona nga may ara sa mataas nga self-concept, then mataas man ang iyang self-worth. So, therefore, they are dependent from each other. So, whenever self-worth increases, the self-concept also increases. So, amo na sang convergent validity. While the discriminant validity, the other type of construct validity, shows low or no correlation between two tests measuring different construct. Kung ang isa to kaginaya may ara sila sang high level of correlation, area ginatanaw naman naton ang discriminant validity. Ginagamit naman kung gusto mo balaan ang ilang kinalain. Okay? Ato yang ilang level of correlation. Kung may ara katuya sang high level of correlation. Example, if scores measuring self-worth and depression do not converge, the instruments used for measuring different constructs. The low or absence of correlation indicates the discriminant validity between two tests on self-worth and depression. So that only means that the self-worth is not related to depression and they are discriminant or they are not related. They are not related with each other. So it means that hindi sila pwede ma-correlate kag hindi sila pwede maupod because they are different variables. Okay? So factors to the validity of a test. The following are the factors that can lower the validity of the test. So mga examples ni siya nga magnubo ang validity. So gusto ginaton niya nga aton nga test magtaas ang iyang validity kag manginvalid siya before i-conduct. Pero may mga factors nga nagaapekto sa iya or nagaka-invalid siya. Ano na ambiguity, unclear directions, errors in test scoring, inappropriate length of the test, tama kadugay, flaws in test administration, poor construction of test items, identifiable clause or patterns for answers, inappropriate level of difficulty of test items, incorrect arrangement of test types and test items. Kalabanan na ginapasunod na, no? Insufficient time to answer the entire test and difficult to understand or incomprehensible. So tanan ni sila nga mga samples ara na sa nagligad sa mga suggestions, no? Kinahanglan ni avoid na naton, kinahanglan naton i-follow ang mga suggestions dito sa una naton nga discussion. So very self-explanatory, mga factors to the validity of a test, validity. So mga factors na sa nga makapalower sang validity sa ating test. wordings, guidelines to improve the validity of the test. Kung mayara kita nga factors nga makaapekto, mayara makita nga mga words or guidelines to improve the validity of the test. First, to improve the validity of a test, the following guidelines are set. First, review your stated objectives or outcomes. Amo ginang pinaka-importante. Maangot kita perme sa ginset naton nga outcomes. Kung makaangot na to, kag mabalaan na naton liwat, ma-review na naton to, make sure that your assessment method matches your set objective outcomes. Kaya magdi man na kalabanan, no? Dapat angot na sa aton nga assessment method. And after that, obtain feedback from other teachers concerning the assessment method, procedure, and format. Kung ka confuse ka, kung sure ka, pwede mo ma-ask. Kung hindi ka sure, mas i-ask mo gid sa ila. Ay basi may mara sila sang suggestion in terms of assessment method, procedures, and the format that you're going to use. Involve students also. Have them look over the prepared instrument and identify difficulties. So ang kisa, yaraman nga i-dry run naton, no? I-sample naton. Kung ikaw bi mag-answer, kaaya mo ni. Kung inibibasahon, ano kabudlay ni. Something maamo sina. Give a reasonable length of the test. So, hindi man tama ka nakalaba, dugay, hindi man tama ka hapos or ka nubo sa test nimo. So reasonable lang. So may ato tatuya guidelines kung anong klase ng test ang gingamit nimo, pila ka minutes sa answeran. So reasonable dito ta mabase liwat. Ensure the proper administration of the test. So may guidelines kita nga gina-follow. So validity coefficient. Okay? So kabalo na kamo to sa atong mga validation. So may ara kita nga term nga ginatawag nga coefficient or validity coefficient. Ano ini? It is a statistical index used to report evidence of validity for intended interpretation of test scores and defined as the magnitude of the correlation between test scores and the criterion variable. In most cases, it is the computed value of the R sub xy using the person R formula. So may ari tadi ko example, it is reported as a number between 0 and 1. So ang atong validity coefficient, if mag-compute kita sina, ang iya lang nga value is from 0 to 1. Okay, so ang iya nga symbol R sub small letter R sub xy. Amo na sa ang result kung mag-use gamit kita sang person R formula. So anong ginagamit? Person nga formula, person R formula. Anong symbol? R sub xy. Ano ang possible nga mga value? Diin lang hasta anong bracket niya from 0 to 1. So it indicates the magnitude of relationship. So validity coefficient also indicates the magnitude of a relationship. Ano ka bugat, ano ka strong sa relasyon nila. Example, may friend ka. Pero may board mates ka mo. Dungan ka mo kaon. Classmates pa ka mo. Dungan ka mo sa eskwelahan. So may magnitude of relationship na sa ano ka dalo mga inyong friendship. Kung may problema ang isa, ka-share man siya or wala, do ginatago ya pa. So dara mabalaan kung ano ka dalo mga inyo pag ang inyo friendship nga diba. So mo man na ang validity of coefficient. So ang number niya is from 0 to 1 or 0.85, 0.50, dira lang sa gampang sa amo sila mga numero. And we are talking about the magnitude of relationship in terms of validity. So, the validity coefficient, amo na sang iyang symbol, R sub xy. As a general rule, the higher the validity coefficient, the more beneficial it is to use the test. So, kung i-compute natin ang iyang validity coefficient, kung taas gani iyang score or ang iyang result, mas nami pagig kuno ang iyang epekto, mas beneficial sa nga gamiton. Okay, so amo ni sa subong diri nato mabalaan when we are going to conduct validity using the person R formula. According to the US Department of Labor, Employment and Training Administration, validity coefficients of R equals 0.21 to R 0.35 are typical for a single test. So kung single test ang atong nga pagambalan, dira lang sa kalaban nagampal sa 0.21 to 0.35. Validities for selection system that use multiple tests, example duwa ka test, gina-compare naton, correlation will probably be higher because you are using different tools to measure. So sa statistics yan, damo na sa ginagamit ng mga tools, and probably ang ilang R or ang R sub XY nila is higher kumparar sa isa lang ka test ang aton gina-measure. So where a single test is more likely to measure or predict fewer aspects of total performance, validity coefficient can be interpreted as follow. Here is now our validity value. So validity coefficient value and interpretation of the values. So kung 0.11 to 0.20, below 0.11 unlikely to be useful. So wala ginayapulos ang aton nga instrument kung makakuha siya sang score nga 0.11 and below. Kung mag 0.11 to 0.20 depends on circumstance, meaning conditional pa sa gihapon. May pwede nga i-consider may mga factor nga makaapekto sa validity nga gina-consider niya kag nga aging tawag sa nga depends on circumstances. Okay? Ang 0.21 to 0.35 likely to be useful. So diri nata karon maga base sang aton nga desisyon kung gamito naton ang inang instrument or improve pa naton inang instrument kay tungod nakalabot naman sa 0.35. So however, kung maglapon naman sa 35, very beneficial naman siya. So as among tong ginambal kagina, the higher the coefficient or the validity coefficient, the more likely it is to be useful or to administer. So samtang nagataas ang validity coefficient, naganami man ang iyang interpretation. Ang bot silingon, kung taas ang validity coefficient sa imong instrument, base sa paggamit, base sa pagsuma sa person R formula, ti mambal man naton nga iya bot silingon sina is very beneficial. Okay, example, teacher Johnny wanted to know if the 30-item test he prepared to measure his students' mathematical ability is valid. Gusto niya mabalaan ng 30-item test niya nga mathematical ability. He administered the test to his 15 high school students and compared the result with another test that is already recognized or acknowledged for its validity and used it as a criterion. Meaning may duwa sa ngaging gamit ng mga scores sa mga bata nga high school students. Ang una nga score sang bata ang gamit niya halin sa instrument nga na-undergo ya validity ginatawag nga criterion meaning da mo ng standard ya kag ang ikaduwa nga gamit nga instrument ang iyang ginhimo nga test kag ang result kinano yan duha ka results. Is the test developed by teacher Johnny valid? The following table shows the results of the two tests. So determine the validity coefficient using the person R. Diri na ta karon maistorya sa aton nga formula kung paano nato i-apply ang person R sa pagsuma sang validity coefficient. Kaya ang ginhambal diri ni teacher, may duwa karon ka scores ang mga bata niya nga high schools nga gingamit niya. Ang una nga scores halin sa instrument, gingamit niya ang instrument nga validated na already. So, ang iya purpose ang validated nga instrument to measure man sa mathematical ability sang bata. Kag ang iya man nga purpose sa paghimo sang another instrument is also to measure mathematical ability of the student. However, wala siya kabalo kung valid ning iya instrument or hindi. So, gamiton ta karon ang person R formula to determine the validity coefficient, and we are going to remember sang mga validity coefficient value kung is it unlikely to be useful, depends on circumstances, walang interpretation sina, likely to be useful or beneficial or very beneficial. So try to look at this. Students 1 to 5, areo student 1 to 15. Amo na sang iyang 15 ka bata gintaganya sang test. Scores in Math X, meaning amo ni sang score naman sa mga bata gamit ang iyang instrument nga wala na validate. So total sang scores nila Iaring x. Summation of x is 298. Ang ari naman ikaduhang tatlong column is the scores in criterion test. So, y naman ang nga symbol. Ang ginaya x to ang sa iya nga result. Dason ang y para sa results ng criterion. So, ang total is 325. As you have noticed, ang summation sang x ug ang summation sa dalawang sang y is ang x is lower compared to the result total of the y. So, karon may ara pa kita sa table that we are going to multiply. No, multiply na siya. Testing natin multiply. X times y mo. Multiply niya. 14 times 12, 20 times 27. Okay, so ang result is total 7,121. Summation of x sub y. X and y. And we are ara naman ang next nga column ginhimo niya dire is para amo na yung formula ha. Amo na yung tabulation naton sa table naton. Kung mag-compute kita sang person R, then we are going to use this. Amo gining pasunod. So when we are going to compare the test, our test to criterion, so amo ta ni pagplastar. So x x squared or a square root naton, squared naton siya 14 times 14, so 196. Padalom, ang total sina is 6,766. However, ang y, which is, na example, ang student 1, 12 siya. 12 times 12, 144. So, tanan yung mga scores sa squared mo na tanan sa y, ang makuha naton is 7,715. So, sa inyo nga nagka-confuse ka mo, paano nakuha, this is the formula on the right. So, r sub xy equals to n times summation of x sub xy minus quantity x, summation of quantity x times summation of quantity y or y. So over or all over square root of n summation of x squared minus quantity x squared and n times summation of y squared minus summation of y squared. Okay, so after having this formula, amo isang formula sang person, then we are going to substitute. So we ara kita n. So ang n naton is 15. So ang 7121, that is the product of x and y. So kung multiply naton ng x and y, ang product nila maghahatag sa aton sang 7 ara sa dalom 7121 minus summation of x naton is 298. Correct. Ang aton yung summation of y, ang criterion, scores ang criterion, total ya is 325. Kompleto ng sa babaw naton, malaog naman kita sa dalom. So n times summation of x squared. So 15 times ang summation naton is, sa x squared naton is 6,766 minus summation of x, dason is square to siya. Ang summation of x naton is 298 squared, close parenthesis, multiplied to n. N naman 15 liwat times 7,715, di na siya nagalin. Amo na sa ang summation sang y squared. Para sa babaw. Kag ang 325, amo na siya ang summation of y lang, pero squared ta siya after. Okay? So 15 times 7,121, we get 10,615. And 298 times 325, we got 996,850. Over, aray sa aton nga original, na 10,140 lang sa pero gingaming compute ko, nagsala sa pag-encode, 101,419 na siya kung mag-multiply ka 15 times 6,766. So, balik kita sa dalom, minus, so 2008 times squared, naton is 88,804. So, 15 times 7715, we got 115,725, and 325 times 325, we got 105,625. So, i-simplify na natin. Kung sa babaw numerator, i-mind deduct na natin, we got 9,965. And of course, i-simplify natin, ari na siya, 2,686 times 10,100. So 965 square i-multiply natin ang duha ka value, duha ka values sa denominator. We got yan 128,128,600. So amo na siya. So i-divide natin 9,965 over, or hindi pa, i-square root sa anay. So square root natin is we have 11,319.390. Amo na sang square root sang 228,128,600. And then we perform division. We got 0.88 or 0.88 as our validity coefficient. So if we are, this is now the final answer. Kung i-simplify natin, do kadamos ang ginpangwakal ko kagina. Kung i-simplify natin ang 0.88 din sa na-fall, ari siya. The coefficient or the correlation coefficient is 0.88, which indicates that the validity of the test is high and therefore very beneficial to serve its intended purpose. So beneficial gin naton kung balikan naton ang yung value ari sa babaw sang 35 or above 35. Okay, so kabalo na mag-determine no, kung gamitan naton sa personal correlation, and we want to compare the scores, no? Wala kita sang gamiton nga lain kundi ang scores lang sang mga bata naton, kay hindi man ta pwede ka judge lang. So gamitan tang scores as you have noticed, no? Si student 114 ang iyang score, ato ang score niya sa test, ang iyang test dito sa criterion is 12. So 20, 27, 25, 25, 16, 17, 30, 30. So hindi natin mabalaan na sa unless isumahon naton sa using the formula. So coefficient of determination. So kinaya validity coefficient, subong niya coefficient of determination. Another way of interpreting the findings is to consider the squared correlation coefficient. So kung i-square naton ang validity coefficient result, then we will get the correlation coefficient, coefficient of determination, otherwise known as the coefficient of determination. So this is a statistical measurement that examines and indicates how much variation meaning ang ilang kinalain in the criterion can be accounted for by the teacher made test. So mabalaan na di karon kung ano pila ka porsyento ang mahatag ya nga sa scores sang teachers made examination or teachers made test. So this is the statistical measurement that examines and indicates how much variation in the criteria can be accounted for by the teacher made test. Ang ginatawag nato na predictor. So example, using the preceding value for x for r sub xy is equal to 0.88. The coefficient of determination is 0.7744. Paano na nakwa? Gin-square naton ang coefficient of ang validity coefficient nga 0.88. So we got 0.7744. So anong bot sila yung sina? Kung gin-square sa naton, amo na siya ang coefficient of determination. Anong bot sila sina? This means that 77.44% of the variance in student scores can be attributed to the test. So meaning may variation, mas variety o may variation ang teacher made test kumpara sa criterion. 77% ang variation sang teacher made test, kag ang 22.56% is not attributed to the test, meaning amo na siya ang porsyento nga mambal naton nga varied or may ara siya nga variation ang test nga ginimo ni teacher kumpara sa criterion. Okay? Paano naman naton himuon ang pilot testing? So when we talk about pilot testing, this step in the process means conducting a test rehearsal. Anong busilon sa test rehearsal? Doon nag-practice ka? Correct. Nag-practice ka sa pag-conduct ng test. To a tryout or sample group to test the validity of a test. So meaning you are making a rehearsal to another group, not to the group specified nga dapat mo kandakan. Example, matest ka sa grade 2, ngitaa mo sa another yung group nga pwede mo testingan ang imong instrument. A selected group of learners tries answering a test and their obtained scores in a test provide a useful feedback prior to the deployment of the test to the target group of examinees. The data gathered from this experimental procedure helps the teacher to perform a preliminary analysis of the feasibility, practicality, and usability of the techniques, methods, and tools used in a test. Early detection of probable problems and difficulties can take place before the actual test administration. This will eventually reveal aspects of the test and the conduct of it that needs to be refined or improved. Madamo ka sa makita, madamo ka sa maobserbaran, madamo ka sa ma-experiencean nga kabudlayan, and that will give you an idea. Take note, idea or information that you are going to avoid them when you are going to conduct that test in an actual group. Do ano gid ka importante nga akin lagit i-rehearsal, kinang lagit testing. In case when you are there already in the actual giving of the test, you will experience problems nga hindi mo na maliwat because you are there already. Ara na. Amo sila ngon, amo ni isang essence sang practice. No? Kaysa nag-practice kita to be ready in the actual. And this is also an important way to test also the preparation of the test. Basta yung mga questions ng mga bata nga hindi mo makater tungod that is already a test. So mahamba ka da, wala pa mangkot ha. So kabudlay ginaya karon niya kung wala pa mangkot. Pero kung practice mo na siya sa laing nga grupo, may mamangkot ka nida kag ang iyang pamangkot gid hindi gi masatuod ka balo kaka-intindi sa direction mo, then makabulig na sa imo kay makorek mo na sa advance or ahead. So isa sa mga advantages nga naga-pilot testing kita. The following are the important consideration in the pilot testing of a test. Una, create a plan. Of course, kinanglaman natin ang plano. Every work started with a plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Amo na ang bal nila. So, that's how important is planning. When you plan a business, when you plan to work, when you plan to school, you are preparing yourself. So, in this time, identify the smaller sample to be tested. So, kinanglan kaya smaller sample lang. So, create a plan, identify the smaller sample to be tested, and determine the time duration. Nakabalo naman kita sa time duration naton. Ngayon na lang example sa 60 item, multiple choice lang, may aral lang tanga 1 hour. Ang cost, correspondences, and the persons to collaborate with in the conduct of a test. So, foresee mo na tanan, kabalo ka na kung anong imuon mo, mga plety, mga production, sinong kilala mo to, sino makabulig sa imo sa pag-conduct ng test. So kinahanglan mo na tanan i-prepare. Prepare for a pilot test. Set the time and venue for the conduct of the pilot test. Check on the condition of the test takers. Base may mga gutom da, may mga hindi ka kita, hindi ka balo magbasa, hindi kaya gadali, ginalupot, no? Sometimes makaapekto man na kisa ganing galayan pamatsag mo nga naga-test. Do hindi ka gaya kabasa kag hindi ka makapaminsan ang imo lang nga handom kung saan ka makapuli kag makapungko sa pulungkuan kag magtawhay ang pamatsyag sa pulungkuan sa CR siyempre. Okay, so kinanglan pamangkoton anay no kung anong ginabatsyag nyo, nakakaon ka mo or may galain di pamatsyag no, igadali para maging komportable sila. Try to eliminate also aspects in the environment that will threaten the validity of the test such as lighting. So tama kasi ilaw sang scene, sagwa kung magtulok ang estudyante may nagalusot sa bintana nga silak. So kinahanglan mo na anay consider no. Tabunan mo na or i-address mo na mga problems nga na. Ventilation tama na makaginot or tama kakatugnaw. So, and orderliness of the test examination room. Okay, sa akong damong imong mga respondents, wala na pasunod o wala na sang order. Harmony, wala sang sistema. Kasi nagaka-confuse man sila kag ina maka-apekto sang ilang result. Example sa NCEA, usually no sa DepEd nakaagi ka muna nga nag-conduct ang iba nga teacher ang proctor sang NCEA or sang mga examination or national achievement test. Lain ang gakandak. And mag-conduct sa exam, may seat number na may booklet number. Kag pasunod na sa color coded pa, may green, may yellow. Kung wala kakabalo kung ano ang answeran nimo, kag ano nga booklet number ang imo dapat kwaon, ate masala ka. Biskan ano pa kasagad si imo to, pero lain ang imo ginansweran. Labi na gid may answer sheet na. Ang imo ya set B, ang questionnaire mo, pero nag-answer ka sa set A. Biskan ano pa to ka perfect sa question nga pag-intindi nimo. Basta ang ginsulat mo dire sa set A, sala ginetanan. Okay? May orderliness. Deploy the test. Regulate the test takers and the condition of the venue. Kasi tama naman to kadamo. Hindi naman ka igo ang venue. Dito naman sa nimo gindasok tanan sa aircon kay sa imo bugnaw tiya. Hindi naman sila kagiho. Make sure that the test can obtain truthful and objective information. Paano na be, no? So kinanglan di pagpalagpatan Siguro mo silang hindi sila magdali. Basahon mayon direction. Keep an eye on any form of distraction. Kasi may gapanguhit na nakron sa buli sang unaya or interruption during the conduct of the test. So, damo gid no. May banda nga nagagyugyo sa bangko sa tiil. Mga reklamo naman ang una kay ginauyog ito yung iya. Meron man nga gahampang sang ballpen ginabunggo iya sa bangko. So nagatunog kag mga distractions ra. Address the specific needs of the test takers. Di man guro nga pakanoon mo gid siya, no? Base kaya mo pakanoon mo siya Ano ba lang mga needs niya? Sir, wala ko armchair. Pwede na. Sir, wala ko ballpen. I-address mo na. Mga simple yung mga bagay. Pero basta, sir, wala ko pamahaw. Pamahawan mo na siya. Gastuhan ka na gid so mga gagmay lang siguro nga kaya mo himuon. Provide clear and complete answers in case they ask questions or clarifications about the test. Kisa mo mamangkot, mga kig ka pa, no? Labi na kung gainit ang ulo mo, perde ka sa bulang, perde ka sa STL, wala ka naka-jackpot. So galain ang ulo mo kay wala ka ng kwarta, wala pa dabot ang sweldo. Pay mamangkot gani karon ginabira mo to, supalpal mong kumangkot. So, hindi ka kaintindiyaw, wala ka kabasad something mo na. So kinahanglan i-provide mo gid ang klaro kag kompleto nga answer. Okay? Assess and evaluate the pilot test. Reflect on pilot testing activity that took place. So kinahanglan mo minsan kung i-actual ko na ni ano na yan ang matabo. Kinahanglan i-realize mo gid na okay na lang kay nakakandak na tapos na. Pero nami gid kon may ara ka nga realization, reflection. Mga bata gali tig-agi ja ulo bisan pila ko na i-directionan. Kung magyapon mangkot na sila gyapon. So that is your reflection. So anong imo mo dason? Laruhon mo. Hambalo mo sila nga before mamangkot, siguraduhon nga pamangkot wala pa na pamangkot. Kung na pamangkot naging pamangkot liwat, sulit ka lang. Sabat. Next, identify flaws on the process and devise a plan so they can be avoided during the actual test. Marang kisa kabalo ka naging nagbunot ng mga bata, wala man gyapon nag-devise ang plano para ma-solve mong problema. Organize and collate scores for further analysis. Very important, gid amo lang pinaka-importante sa tanan. Abi naton kung nakakanda kita sang naming nga proseso sang test, okay naman to. Pero may ara kaya importante nga ginakwa dira amo lang siya ang scores or ang data na kinanglan mo i-analyze. Okay? So in analyzing the data, we have to learn also the item analysis for the next meeting. So wait for the video that I will be uploading and talking about the item analysis. Thank you.